Mythology wasn't just about the story. Cosmology played a huge part in their daily lives. The gods weren't just distant figures. For the Aztecs, it was a big part of their daily reality, influencing everyday agriculture, warfare, government. So, how did mythology shape the political view and system of the Aztecs? And why were elaborate human sacrifices and rituals very essential to maintaining the balance of the universe? Aztec creation myths, like those of Greek and Hebrew, reflect this deeply rooted cultural values and views of the life, death, and the cosmos. But they each have their own unique perspective and narrative. The Aztec creation myths, particularly the five suns, emphasize clinical time and the constant renewal of life. The Aztecs believed that the world went through different stages: creation, destruction, each governed by a different sun. The view of the universe is dynamic. It's ever changing and dependent on the efforts of the gods, including the necessary sacrifice of service to maintain a balance and to prevent the world from collapsing into chaos. In contrast to the Greek creation myth, especially those in theogony, they present a more linear narrative where the world begins from chaos, giving a rise to a structure pantheon like Gaia, Mother Earth, and Uranus, the sky. The Greek gods often embody human traits, engaging in complex relationships, love, rivalry, vengeance, influence of the world, human experiences. So the Greeks, unlike the Aztecs, didn't have a recurring destruction or rebirth, but rather a more static world where it's run by the gods, governed by the gods, who were sometimes indifferent or incapacious towards human affairs. And in the Hebrew creation story, as told in the Bible, particularly in Genesis, presents a singular divine act from a singular God and the establishment of order. The narrative is linear and it is focused on the creation of the world, humanity, and the establishment of order. Unlike Aztec myths, it involves sacrificing for the gods to ensure life. In the Hebrew story, it emphasizes on God's sovereignty and power on creating a good and orderly world, with humanity's role being steward and to take care of it. While all of these mythologies speak to the human desire to understand the origin of life, the Aztecs myths focus on balance, sacrifice, the clinical nature of time, reflecting a worldview where the gods activate participation in creation, and it is essential to sustain the universe. The Greek myths celebrate the complexity and agency of the gods in a more anthropocentric manner, while the Hebrew creation story focuses on a singular, benevolent creator and the moral responsibility of humanity. Each story offers an insight into the cultural overview, worldview, and understanding of the human place in the universe.